Alright, I got here a 2009 Chrysler Town Country. Customer complaint is the brake light's on. So I got the car running. And if we look here, there's the brake light. So I scanned the whole thing for codes to the scan. And I have a code in the BCM for brake fluid level circuit high. And I also see that I have a right low beam control circuit high and left low beam control circuit high. So I'm assuming that it's just going to be a bad ground because it's a Chrysler and they have bad grounds. And when you have circuit high, it means it sees the voltage, but the voltage has nowhere to drop down because it measures it on the ground side. So it's going to be high voltage where it shouldn't be. Let me just make sure the lights don't work. Alright, so the lights are on now. Oh, so I'm wrong. Because the lights are working. The reason why we have circuit high codes is because they're LEDs. So they're probably messing up with the circuit. The TIPM's not used to it. So it's setting that code. Alright, but we still have this brake light. This brake fluid level circuit high. Let me just look up this code quickly. C1008. Okay, brake fluid level circuit high. Alright, so we got here the TIPM. I don't know if it's power or ground side controlled, but it sends either power or ground through this side, and it goes through the circuit, the switch return. So I'm not sure which one. Let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, when monitored, when the totally integrated power module detects the brake fluid level circuit voltage is greater than expected for more than 5 seconds. So if this is the sense wire, so I'm assuming it sends voltage over here. And this is supposed to probably bring it down to ground on the switch return. So it could be brake fluid level switch circuit, brake fluid level switch sense circuit, short battery voltage, brake fluid level switch internal failure, switch return circuit open, and totally integrated power module. Alright, so on pin 1, I just want to see which one's which. Disconnect the fluid sensor, disconnect TIPM, measure voltage between ground and B20 brake fluid level sense switch circuit. Is there any voltage present? I want to do a bunch of ohm tests. Just trying to figure out what's the easiest way. So let me go to, let's pull up a color diagram. Direct brakes. Brake fluid level sensor. Right here, switch return and switch sense. So return is going to be the ground. So sense is going to send power, I'm assuming. Alright, so we should have a dark green and an orange and a light green and a tan. Let's just go see what's happening under the car. No, it's a 3/8. Should be right here. Alright, so I'm assuming I'm going to have power on one of these and one should be a ground. We have a coolant leak right here, that's why it smells like coolant. Let's see it dripping over there. Alright, let me get some tools. Okay, I'm just going to check with the scope to see if the signal's changing or if we have voltage on the sense wire. I'll plug it back in. Alright, I hooked up a scope to this lead with it plugged in. It's connected to battery ground, and I have 10.6 volts on this. This is the sense wire. Now the ground wire is this one, which I have nothing on, which is good. Let me just see if I have actual. Let me connect this to battery positive. Well, alright, let's just swap this. And I have, okay, so this is definitely a good ground. So it's looking like we just have a bad sensor. Because we have voltage on this wire. We have voltage right here. Now I'm going to disconnect this sensor. And we still have voltage. So wait, the voltage must be coming from this. Yeah, so the voltage is coming from here, and it's not getting put to ground. See that? When I plug this in, it should go to ground. And this is definitely good ground. Now I'm going to jump it to ground. I'm going to jump them together. And then I want to see if we could clear the code. Alright, it started raining pretty hard, so I got my umbrella on top of the hood. Okay, so what I want to do is, we got the sensor right here. Right, I'm just going to run a fuse jumper across it, just shorting it to ground, and then seeing if I can clear the code. And then we'll know it's just a bad sensor. So there we go, we're grounded on the scope. Let's clear DPCs, cancel, what is happening? Clear DPCs, yes. Okay, and the code's gone. Let's just make sure the brake light's gone. Car's on, and the brake light's off. So this thing just needs a sensor. That was simple. But in the rain, everything's harder. Let me just ohm out the sensor just to make sure. But yeah. I just want to check ohms on the sensor just because I'm curious. How does the sensor work anyway? There's definitely fluid in here. You see, because another thing, this thing would cause, ooh, the fluid does not look clean, but this sensor over here, the fluid, low fluid, I'm assuming would cause this code also. Even though it's not one of the possible causes, but if the switch is open, you'll have voltage on the sense wire. See, right now I'm shorted it together and it's gone. I'm assuming that's what the switch is supposed to do. Let me just check resistance between it. And we got, what's going up negative? So there can't be voltage on here. .16 mega ohms. This must have a diode in it also. But yeah, I'm assuming this is shorted. Do I have another one I can test it on to see what it is? All right, he has his parts car here. Let's just go check if it's the same sensor. One. And 2. And we got 9.9 thousand kilo ohms. 10,000 ohms. That makes much more sense than 33 million. Let me try it the other way. Do we get this negative thing? No. Okay. This sensor is bad on his car. I don't know if this is the exact same sensor, if you can replace it or not, but it's raining. I want to get out of here. And yep, that's the issue. Thanks for watching.